This e-learning, we're going to show you how to use professionals assigned in the horse file. So let's assume that I have my Iceman horse and I'm going for an update. So here you will now find the professional assigned. It's possible now to assign professionals to a horse, which means every time I open enter a new procedure or reminder to this horse, this profession should be automatically assigned in the procedure or reminder. So I'm going to click here, not registered, and I'm going to say that Max is going to be the professional assigned to this horse. I save the file, and I'm going to add a procedure to this horse. Let's say that I'm going to perform a vaccination for West Nile, which is by default set for the administrator. And following the instructions in the horse file, this should go to Max instead as I saved the button. But you will see that it will not happen, and I'm doing this on purpose. You're going to see that it is showing still as the administrator. By the way, the color for West Nile is not very user-friendly for a video recording. I'm going to see if I can change that. But although I have Max assigned as professional, you'll see that I still have administrator pointing here. This is because there's one piece of the components for the magic to happen, which is in the task file. So I'm going to remove this temporarily. I'm going now to my tasks, and in the task file I'm going to search for West Nile. So here what the intention I have behind here is to show you that actually for that to happen you have to go to each one of your tasks and allow horse professional to take place. Let me try to make this look better. Let's go for a black for color and light blue. No, that's not very good either, so let's try white. That's better. Alright, so allow horse professional in my West Nile, and I'm going to save this option. Now again, I'm going for my Iceman horse. I'm going to go for procedures. I don't need to mess with that. You're going to see that Max is still the one appointed as the professional. And as I add a procedure here for Iceman, I'm going to say vaccination West Nile. Again, administrator is still showing as the default for West Nile. And I save this. But now, this time, guess what? Max is the one pointed in the professional field for the procedure. Likewise, this is going to happen for reminders, triggers, multiple horse data entry, and all kind of entries you make for procedures or reminders in WISE option. Well, the point that I want to get back here to emphasize is the tasks that we just talked about. And the reason that we do need to, like in West Nile here, we have authorized or allowed the horse professionals because there will be certain tasks in the range that you will still want the default professional pointed instead of the professional for the horse. So let's say that all treatments, all vaccinations are those you should, for example, consider for allow horse professional instead of the professional pointed in the task file. Well, for those treatments and vaccination, then WISE option is going to take the professional in the horse file. If the horse file does not have a professional assigned, then WISE option is going to use the default professional in the file, in the task file. But for other tasks, more generic tasks such as farrier or board, that often are not related to a particular professional, you uncheck the option for allow professional, and this way you will be able to determine which tasks should consider the horse professional from those tasks that should not consider the horse professional and stick with the professional in the task file. In order to make easy the update, since you have multiple tasks in your system at this point, it would be a little bit cumbersome for you to go one at a time and click on the update button. We'd like to, at this time, remind you guys about one feature we have in Wise Option. As you go to the tasks and you go for the task category management form, under tools, you will find the task management tool, which is a way to manipulate massage data in the task table in a massive way. So I could, for example, grab all my laboratory or treatments. Let's get treatments and vaccinations are a good example. So I'm going to highlight my treatments here, highlight the first one, use the space bar, arrows down, and I'm going to select a bunch of them here at once. Okay, my vaccinations as well. And I'm going to exclude board. I'm going to exclude my vitrifications. All right. So all my vaccinations and treatments. So look what I'm going to do next. I'm going to say here in my actions, I'm going to say set allow professional on. By default, the program comes to you with all tasks having the professional option off. So all the tasks currently in your system, as soon as you get the new version, they will have all these options for allowing horse professional set as off. And submit the change. Double confirmation. And 61 of my tasks have been updated. So just for us to double check on this, I'm going to grab this vaccination here, update. It's going to say allowed. If I go for board, it's not allowed. So today you've learned how to use the horse, the professional assigned in the horse file in Wise Option. It's going to be a great feature if you compensate your partners and associated based on performance, and should make your task of setting professionals per procedures and reminders way easier. One thing that I forgot to mention, and seizing the opportunity here at the end of this video, is that let's say that I change Iceman from Max to a different professional. Today I decide that Jim's going to be the guy. When I do that, if there is future reminders, if the system finds future reminders in the horse file, it will automatically change those professionals. So let's take a little bit longer on this video and do that. So I'm going to here go for my horse, and still using Iceman, just going for a different location. I'm going to use one type of vaccination here, different from okay, let's use this one. Iceman, as you remember, now should be pointed to Jim, and I'm gonna save this as a reminder for a few days ahead. I'm gonna say as this is a reminder and save this. So when I go for Iceman and I set undone, you're going to see that Jim is set there as the person, the professional assigned for that horse. So now I'm going to go for an update, and I'm going to say that not Max, not Jim, but Dr. Jones. It's going to be the one now. Save. Now the system has got the situation about reminders in future dates and is telling you, giving you the option to go ahead and fix those professionals. If you say no, it's going to leave as it is, going to leave alone. But I'm going to say yes. And as I go back to my procedures and reminders, instead of Jim, now Dr. Johns is the one pointed in those reminders set for future dates. Everything that was in the past and already performed, or also talking about reminders in the past, WISE option is going to ignore those cases, leave as they are, which you can still use the procedure manager to go after them and change if necessary. All right, I think that's it for today, and we learned how to use horse file professional assigned in WISE option. Thank you for watching.